There we go. 3-0 against Partizan Belgrade. United through to the Europa League knockout rounds. Yes, it was Partizan Belgrade, but yes, it was Rochdale. We drew 1-1 against them. And yes, it was Astana. We only just beat them. Today, that first 45 minutes, one of the best first 45 minutes that we've seen at Old Trafford in a long, long time. First time since January, since we've actually scored 2 goals in the first half at Old Trafford. All 3 strikers scoring, Greenwood, Martial and Rashford, all great goals for different reasons. But United today, after the Bournemouth game, we needed to have a little bit of a response. And I'm not going to say that momentum is going to get built with that game against Partizan, because I said it after the Norwich and the Liverpool and the Partizan games and the Chelsea game, and then look what happened against Bournemouth. But today United needed to have a response, and today we had it. And the response was in the style of football and the tempo that we played, just as much as the result was a response. Because United needed to come out strong against Partizan. We scored early. It was offside, so did they, but we kept going and we kept attacking and attacking. Rashford missed a few big opportunities. But then Mason Greenwood, or Robin van Persie Mark II, however you want to call him, came up with another, gave the goalkeeper the eyes, cool finish into the other corner. Cracking striker he is. How he's not starting Premier League games, I don't know, but Solskjaer, he's got to start. Surely. He's so accomplished and stylish in his finishing. Much better than Rashford, and I would argue better than Martial. But that second goal, a wonderful bit of individual play from Martial. Great balance to find the gaps. Twisted blood the Partizan defenders had by the end of that, and he buried it in the bottom corner, United were in complete control. And yes, we had chances which we were missing, but when you're 2-0 up, it doesn't matter. And then Rashford came in that second half. He scored that goal, which killed the game. Of all the chances to score, Rashford decides to score the one with his left foot and fires it into the roof of the net. A wonderful finish. All 3 goals, wonderful for their own reasons. But what United did in that second half, it was 2-0 out. What we could have done, and maybe what we typically have done, is sat back a little bit and maybe tried to push for the third on the counter-attack. Instead, today, we took the game and continued taking the game to Partizan. We got the third, and then we killed the game. That's what United need to do. That felt like United at Old Trafford. Now, beating Partizan is not going to change our season. I thought that run and that momentum was going to hopefully change our season. But then we had the calamity at Bournemouth. But then a few days later, we're capable of that. I suppose the frustrating thing about United is you see that and you think, why can't we see that every week? But I suppose you don't play Partizan Belgrade every week. But now we've got Brighton coming up next, and that's a game where United need to win. No two ways about it. They're in form. I think they won 3 and 4. But United need to win. But I'm just happy today that we saw the momentum in the performance rather than the momentum that 3 points might give us, which I hope it will. But United kept going and United kept attacking. And Rashford missing those chances, it didn't matter in the end because we had 3 goals. And when you keep creating chances, there's less pressure on the strikers with the individual chances they have. And that's what United haven't been doing enough of this season. And it's what's made those misses that Rashford does or Martial does all the more painful and problematic, is because we don't have enough. And you can't expect a striker to score every single one. Rashford really is a sort of a 1 in 4 striker. When he scores great, Chelsea. And that today, fantastic goals. But he's not as clinical as someone like Greenwood is going to be, or someone like Martial. But United needed a response today. And we had one. And I've said this, I said it on Twitter straight after the game, but if you remember the downturn towards Moyes being sacked and Van Gaal, Mourinho, there was a real dour, negative atmosphere that was just sapping the life out of United. And there was no positivity anywhere to be seen. Now, I know Solskjaer is under a lot of pressure, and I know a lot of you feel he's just not good enough and he's taking us downwards. But with performances like that, it shows that not everything is lost. And I fully believe that. Now, there is so much that United need to improve. But that performance shows that Solskjaer is not done. The players aren't done playing for Solskjaer either. And United need to just play like that at Old Trafford. It will make a massive difference to the fans, to the positivity, and to the general aura around United, because too often at home, we're lacklustre. Bring that element back and it will start influencing the team away from home. Just influencing the team and the fans and the positivity around the club. It has to be the blueprint of United to come out in the first 20 minutes and attack the team at Old Trafford. Get an early goal. Hopefully get a second. Take a grasp of the game and run it. That's what we did tonight. It's what we haven't been doing enough of all season under Solskjaer. Tonight needs to be the example that we set going forward, and that's got to be the main message from Solskjaer in that changing room. Same again against Brighton on Sunday. It's going to be harder, but same again. Same tempo, same style, same desire to go forward and take the game by the scruff of its neck. That's what United need to do, and we are capable of it. Of course, there's loads of areas we need to improve in, but a 3-0 win, I'll take that all day long. Who is your man of the match for me? I don't really know. Martial or Greenwood, I'll probably go for. I'm going to go for Martial. Let's go for Martial. I think that second goal was just an individual bit of brilliance. And I just want to see Rashford scoring and Martial and Greenwood. Add James into the mix. We need that number 10 though. Christ. Mata just can't cut it in the Premier League. But there's nobody else. Pereira maybe. Doesn't have these sort of same qualities that Mata does. Clearly the position that we need to strengthen most. Or at least one of them. There's tons of them. But let me know what you think about that match in the comments below. As always, 3-0 through to the knockout rounds. Happy days. But the style of the win today and the tempo that we had at Old Trafford, we need that against Brighton and we need that going forward this season.